Bonjour et bienvenue à French with Ananya. Today we are back with another video and today we are going to learn la négation. That is to make sentence negative. So you all know that to make a sentence negative, we have to add ne before the verb and we have to add pas after the verb. For example, if the sentence is like je mange du gâteau, to make it negative, the sentence would be je ne mange pas de gâteau. So here we need, the main verb is manger. So we need to add ne before the main verb and we add pas after the main verb. And now we also have some more negative expressions like never, nothing, nobody, nowhere, etc. So today we are also going to learn how to use these negative expressions in French. So let's see them. To make a sentence negative, we need to know some negative expressions and their contraire, their opposites. So here's a list of some negative expressions along with their opposites. Let's see them one by one. The first one is quelque chose, which means something. So whenever you see quelque chose in a sentence, you need to add ne before the verb, and instead of adding pas, we use the opposite of quelque chose, which is rien. For example, if I say je mange quelque chose, that can be changed to negative by saying je ne mange rien, which means nothing. Next is quelqu'un. Quelqu'un means someone or somebody, and the opposite of quelqu'un is personne, which means nobody. Je vois quelqu'un, je ne vois personne. Next is toujours, which means always, and the opposite of toujours is jamais, which is never. Je vais toujours au théâtre, je ne vais jamais au théâtre. Next, for this we can also have sometimes, parfois or quelquefois in the sentence, which also means sometimes, and the opposite of that will also be jamais, which means never. Next is encore, which means more of. The opposite is ne plus the verb plus. For example, if somebody asks you a question, vous voulez encore du riz? We can answer, no, je ne veux plus de riz, which means I don't want any more of rice. Next is quelque part. Quelque part means somewhere. The opposite is nulle part. Nulle part means nowhere. Je vais quelque part cette semaine. Je ne vais nulle part cette semaine. Next is déjà, which means already. The opposite is pas encore, which means not yet. Vous avez déjà fini votre travail? Non, je n'ai pas encore fini mon travail. Next is when we have two nouns and we have a or u in between, which means and or, then the opposite is ne plus the ni and the noun, then ni and the noun, which means neither nor. Vous voulez du thé ou du café? Non, je ne veux ni thé ni café. There is one more expression which is called aucun or aucune. So whenever we have quelque plus noun in the sentence, that means we are talking about some noun, then the opposite could be ne plus aucun, which means no or none. For example, if the question is like, est-ce qu'il y a des livres sur la table? Now because here we have a noun which is livre, so for saying there is no book on the table, we can answer it like, non, il n'y a aucun livre sur la table. Let's see another one. Vous aviez une idée? Do you have any idea? So for saying, to reply that, Non, je n'ai aucune idée. Because idée here is a noun. To make it negative, we'll use aucune. And because it's feminine, we'll add e to it and it becomes non, je n'ai aucune idée. Now let's do a small exercise to understand how to change the sentences to negative. Il y a quelqu'un dans la chambre. Now first of all, in the sentence, we need to find out what is the expression given. Here we have quelqu'un. Now we have to use the contraire of quelqu'un to change the sentence to negative. So, which is personne. So the answer would be il n'y a. Il y a always changes to il n'y a for negative. Il n'y a personne dans la chambre. Next is nous irons quelque part demain. Here our expression is quelque part, which means somewhere, and the opposite of quelque part is nulle part. So to change the sentence to negative, we'll add ne before the verb, which is irons. Nous n'irons pas. We'll put an apostrophe here. Nous n'irons nulle part demain. Next is quelque chose est intéressant. Now, whenever our sentence begins with a negative expression, we can use its contraire, its opposite, to start the sentence. So, opposite of quelque chose is rien. So, we can start the sentence with rien. And we'll add ne before the verb only. But here it will come after the expression. So, and before the verb. So, it will be rien n'est intéressant. So, if the expression is placed before the verb, you have to place the opposite also before the verb. So, rien n'est intéressant. Next is, nous avons déjà pris le dîner. Here, our expression is déjà, for which the opposite is pas encore. So, the sentence will be like, nous n'avons pas encore pris le dîner. Next is, il y a encore du lait dans le frigo. Here our expression is encore, for which the opposite is ne plus verb plus plus. So, il y a will change to il n'y a. Il n'y a, for encore it's plus. Il n'y a plus. Now, do de la de changes to the in French for a negative sentence. So, it will be the lait dans le frigo. Next is, vous allez toujours au marché. Our expression is toujours, for which the opposite is jamais. So, the negative would be, vous n'allez jamais au marché. Next is, elle veut du thé ou du café. For sentences where we have nouns and where we have ou or a in between, then we use ni. So here, elle veut will change to elle ne veut, ni thé, ni café. She does not want neither tea nor coffee. Here there is a very important rule that whenever the article partitives are given with the noun, which is du, de la or de, then we do not repeat that article for ni sentences. And the sentence will be only elle ne veut ni thé ni café. But whenever we have article definite in such kind of sentences, then we have to repeat the same article. For example, if it is nous aimons les fruits et les légumes, we will repeat the article definite while making the sentence negative. So the sentence would be nous n'aimons ni les fruits ni les légumes. And remember to remove ou and a from the negative sentence. Now let's see the negation in the passé composé sentences. Usually for passé composé sentences, we write the negative expressions after the auxiliary verb. So if we have sentence like vous avez acheté quelque chose au marché, our negative expression will be written after auxiliary verb, which is avoir here. Only for quelqu'un and quelque part, we use the negative expression after the past participle because they are the exceptions. So vous avez acheté quelque chose will change to vous n'avez rien acheté. J'ai vu quelqu'un dans la rue. Here our expression is quelqu'un. So for quelqu'un and quelque part, because we use the negative expression after the past participle, our negative sentence will be je n'ai vu personne. So it will come after the past participle, after vu. In the next sentence also we have quelque part. So because in both of them we use the negative expression after the past participle. So here also we'll use the expression, the opposite of quelque part, which is nulle part. So it will change to ils ne sont allés nulle part. I hope the negation is clear to you. In case you have any doubts, you can ask them in the comment section. Now here's an exercise for you to practice. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.